The wrongness didn't creep in that morning, it hit the room full force, loud and shameless. My mother-in-law already had her hands inside my handbag, digging through it with the ease of someone who had done this before. My husband stood there, watching calm, silent, empty. She pulled out my bank cards like trophies taken after a win. "This is for the family budget," she said sharply, sliding them into her pocket as if they had always been hers. The house smelled like breakfast, but everything tasted like humiliation. Sunlight poured through the curtains, warm and gentle. Yet every shadow felt like judgment. My husband leaned against the doorway, arms crossed, acting like this was perfectly normal. The room felt smaller. My heart didn't pound, it settled steady, cold, alert. I met his eyes and saw it clearly. He had already chosen a side, not mine, never mine. The pain hadn't started that day. It had been growing for months, small cuts. Quiet thefts, her remarks, his silence. My love didn't shatter in a dramatic moment. It cracked quietly, without warning. Marriage is meant to be a partnership. Ours had become a courtroom where I was always on trial, and his mother played judge, jury, and executioner. Every choice, every conversation, every moment passed through her sense of ownership, and he handed her the knife and looked away. When she used it, it hadn't always been this way. I remembered the beginning, the softness in his voice, the warmth in his promises. He said I was safe with him, that he'd protect me, that what we had mattered. The first time his mother insulted me, he laughed it off. The first time she questioned my money, he shrugged. The first time she invaded my privacy, he defended her. By the time I understood that their version of love was really control, I was already trapped inside their home, their rules, their fine print. Things only got worse. My accounts drained themselves with purchases I never made. Bills appeared that I supposedly forgot. She believed her son deserved everything I owned. He believed obedience defined a good wife. So I started paying attention, watching, listening, learning. Patterns showed up, lies repeated themselves. Their bond wasn't love. It was dependence dressed up as loyalty. He craved her approval. She craved power. I was just damage along the way. The truth reached me in fragments, secret phone calls, shared looks, whispers after dark. I tracked every transaction, took photos, recorded conversations I didn't break down. I changed. The woman they underestimated faded away quietly. The one who remained was colder, patient, deliberate. So when she slid my cards into her pocket that morning, I didn't argue. I smiled, soft, polite. Dangerous because the trap had already been set days earlier. I had frozen the accounts just after midnight, reported them as compromised, set alerts on every card, and lined up one final detail: an anonymous call waiting for the perfect moment. 20 minutes later, it came. Her phone rang, unknown number. She answered with the same sharp confidence she always carried. And then I heard it, panic ripping her voice apart. She screamed so loudly it felt like the walls pulled back. Fraud. Department, investigation. Unauthorized possession, recorded calls, her name flagged. Every move traced. My husband went pale. Silence stopped looking strong and started looking like what it really was: guilt, fear, exposure. He finally looked at me, really looked like he just realized I wasn't as powerless as he thought. What did you do?" he whispered. "I stopped letting you steal from me," I said. Calm, clear, finished. When authorities contacted me, I cooperated without hesitation. I handed over evidence, records of every time she took my cards, every message where he told me to trust. The family, the story flipped. This time, I wasn't the one defending myself. I was the witness. The victim who fought back, the problem they never planned for. He begged behind closed doors, she wailed in front of everyone. Their alliance cracked under pressure. He blamed her. She turned on him just as fast. Watching them betray each other felt like quiet justice: no yelling, no chaos, just consequences. Landing exactly where they belonged. The house felt different afterward. Not warmer, but truthful. Quiet, without control hanging in the air. I left soon after, papers signed, accounts secured, dignity untouched. He watched me like he'd finally understood what loyalty really was, and how completely he destroyed it. People think revenge is loud. It isn't, it's controlled. It walks in calmly and leaves with self-respect. I didn't destroy them. I stepped away and let their greed finish the job. I don't regret a single thing, not the recordings, not the planning, not the moment her scream shattered their illusion of power. Justice doesn't always wear a robe. Sometimes it sounds like the steady voice of a woman they thought would stay quiet, and when I think back to that morning now, I don't hear humiliation. I hear the collapse of a system built on control, finally crushed by its own arrogance.